Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Fredrick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I love you and I praise God for you. Today's song is by the great Fred Hammond, Glory to Glory. I love this song because basically it's a praise song. Rickey, I love the fact that you kick off the day with a praise break, because in this life, if we don't take a praise break, life will break us. And in praise break, we experience the presence, the power, yes, the glory of God. And when we give God the glory, give God the praise, somehow there's something about praise that focuses on the power of God, the greatness of God. And when you do that, you discover that God is bigger than your problems. No matter how big your problems, how complicated they are, listen, praise God, because there's nothing too hard for God. When you find yourself in dire situations and you don't know how you're going to get out, always remember this: when you come to your wit's end, that's when God steps in and begins. Here it is. Give glory to God, because all things work together for good to those that love God and are called according to God's purposes. Also give glory to God at your time when you are wondering, listen, I don't know how I'm going to make it through. That's when God comes through. And when God comes through, that's when you discover God doesn't have to take you out of a bad situation. God will get in that situation with you and give you a peace that passeth all understanding. God will give you strength in the midst of your stress. God will bless you in the midst of what's trying to break you. So come on, y'all. Let's go ahead and give glory to God. God bless you. Have a great one.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 12 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Thursday, March 20th, the first day of spring. Here's what's happening in the news today. If Trump gets his way, the U.S. Department of Education will be a thing of the past. Reports say he could be signing an executive order today to start shutting it down and handing control back to the states. Meanwhile, one of the biggest teachers' unions in the country just hit the Department of Education with a lawsuit after the agency yanked access to income-driven repayment student loan applications online. That means borrowers just can't apply for crucial programs like public service loan forgiveness, which is like a lifeline for educators drowning in student debt. The American Federation of Teachers president called the move illegal and immoral, saying it straight up jeopardizes everything they fought for. So teachers are already underpaid, and now they might be getting played. The U.S. Defense Department tried it by deleting an article about Jackie Robinson's military service yesterday, but they got called out. The article was wiped as part of Trump's anti-diversity crusade, but after lots of backlash, it's back up. FYI, before Jackie shattered baseball's color barrier in 1947, he was a second lieutenant in the Army during World War II. For a hot minute, the deleted page redirected to a new URL with DEI slapped in front of the words sports heroes. Elon Musk thinks the backlash against Tesla is just people being crazy. After lots of Tesla dealerships got firebombed, Musk went off, claiming the American left is full of hatred. He called the attacks part of a mental illness thing happening in the country. Meanwhile, people are connecting the dots between Tesla, Musk's Trump ties, and the growing resistance against both. Either way, Tesla stays in the headlines, for better or worse. For info on these stories and more, go to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Here's sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Yeah, baby, what's up? March Madness update for you. We're going to start off with the women. Last night there was a couple of play-in games. Iowa State beat Princeton. And shout out to Southern University. Big up to the Southern Jags, another one of our fine HBCUs. They beat UC San Diego to advance to the field of 64 and will play the number one seed UCLA. On the men's side, the field of 64 tips off actually today. We still got two HBCUs in the field. Alabama State, they're going to play number one seed Auburn, and Norfolk State will play number one seed Florida tomorrow. It's getting real. Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James. The beef appears to be real, y'all. Stephen goes in a little bit more deeper.
We don't get along. It ain't GOAT status this way. 35,000 points, eclipsing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with over 38,000, ultimately 40,000, now 50,000, another all-star appearance, another 50-point game, whatever. Ain't my GOAT. I know a GOAT when I see one. And he is a GOAT of this generation. But all time, it's Michael Jordan. That's who the hell it is.
Wait, what?
So, yeah, that's him pretty much saying, hey, LeBron James is the GOAT of this generation. But in his opinion, his GOAT of all time is Michael Jordan. So,
there you go.
Yeah,
okay.
It is what it is, man. Brat, what you got coming up next, Pimpin'?
All that get on my nerves. It's like it's continuing something that could have stopped. Like
it ain't gonna ever stop.
Yeah, it drives me crazy. Like he got to say something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he probably feels some type of way about what happened. And oh Lord, just let it go. Just keep some of them comments to yourself. I know he a commentator and all that, but my goodness. All right, y'all. Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight might be having to cough up $100 million. I'm gonna tell you why I'm next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, Snoop Dogg and Suge Knight have allegedly been sued for defrauding former Death Row executive Lydia Harris out of $100 million. That's a lot of money. Now, she is the ex-wife of Death Row co-founder Michael Harry O. Harris, and she has accused Snoop and Suge, Interscope Records, Time Warner, and Universal Music Group of failing to pay her a $107 million judgment relating to a 2005 court order. Now, she claims she invested $1.5 million to help set up Death Row back in 1989, but she says she was not compensated when the label started making money. Now, she is seeking punitive damages and a recovery of assets owed to her and a full accounting of the record label's finances. Now, she originally sued Suge Knight and Death Row back in 2002 and won the $107 million judgment, but she has yet to receive the money as the label owners have now changed multiple times and currently it's owned by Snoop Dogg. So Snoop and Suge have yet to respond to this lawsuit. Now, I don't know what Snoop gonna say, but Suge is in jail and he definitely ain't got the money to pay nobody no $107 million. That's a lot of money. And you can get judgments and people not pay you because they just simply don't have it.
Yeah.
So you'll be waiting all your life sometimes, but they will stalk your records and try to find out what you got. And if they find out you got some, they will garnish your check. So, hopefully Snoop can figure this out and he don't be caught up in this because he didn't even own it yet. All right, y'all, moving on. Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, and Stephanie Mills have announced their upcoming joint tour, y'all, and it's called the Queens Tour. It's 4 legends on one stage. It's going to be so good. The tour kicks off on May 9th in Las Vegas. Pre-sale tickets going to sell today, y'all, at 10 a.m. You better go get them before they gone. This show is going to be superb. General tickets go on sale Friday. What you want to say,
baby?
Gary?
I want to see all those girls. And Ricky, the good thing about it, they coming to Birmingham, Alabama before they even go to Georgia.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah, baby. They're going to be in Birmingham at y'all at that stadium out there. The BC, what's the name of it?
BJCC.
The BJCC.
Yeah, we're going to have to drive on
Oh,
down.
yes, ma'am, honey. I'm like, baby, honey, Stephanie from Miss Mills, honey.
We should all make it a date, Ricky, if you in town.
Mm-hmm. Or let us rent your house.
Oh. Let us Airbnb that thing.
Y'all ain't even throw no party at my house.
Yeah, it'll be screens in the toilet. We got to get an outhouse, put it in the backyard.
Yeah. I put screens in my toilet. Y'all can't. Y'all have to take y'all bowels with y'all.
Baby, I go see Miss Patty doing her get you gaga la la.
And kick her shoes off, baby.
Yes.
You already know it.
Y'all know
I
got roaches now, so y'all wouldn't feel comfortable staying in my house
Use
anyway.
a roach lot. You don't even have gnats outside. You don't even have gnats outside.
Ain't got no flies.
No gnats outside. No flies. No nothing. For more information on these stories and more, y'all go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on my social media at Brat. Coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely, positively cannot use. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
You liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 10 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. It is about that time. Special K got news you positively, absolutely cannot use. What up?
Hey, what up, Rick? As y'all know, I'm not just black, I'm blackity black, and I wear my blackness on my sleeve every single day. Every month of the year is Black History Month for me. That's right, so I'm shouting out to all the people making $29,000 a year and less right now. If you 45 to 60, that means you a junior senior citizen, okay? I'm talking to y'all. Maybe y'all can relate to this. How do you know if you black or if you blackity black? If you blackity black, you probably have put sugar on your Frosted Flakes. If you ever put sugar on your Frosted Flakes. At least one of your kids was in your wedding. At least one of your kids was in your wedding.
Okay. One of your kids in your wedding.
Come on now. Alfreda, come on now. Yep, if you ever had that one uncle that couldn't get his life together and live with your grandmama, your mama, or your auntie your whole life. But he was the best person in the world. Boy, I'm telling you.
Boy,
my Uncle Ro,
I had two of them.
My favorite person in the world lived with his sister, my mama, and his mama. And boy, I love that dude.
Shout out to Uncle Blue and Uncle Melvin.
Come on now. Come on now. If you ever got gas that was less than the pump number, come on now. Let me get 5 on 7.
Yep.
Yeah, come on now. Let me get 5 on 7. Let me get 3 on 6. If you ever ironed somewhat dirty clothes, and they had a little smell to them.
Because they stink.
When that heat hit them. If your mama ever bought you sneakers from the grocery store, and you know the ones I'm talking about, they got the little rubber band keeping them together. They at the end of the aisle.
Buy a pair, get a Spatum 5-stripe, almost Adidas.
Come on now,
slipping
almost
on the
Adidas.
basketball court.
Come on now, if you ain't never bought an outfit for a party or the club and took it back to the store the next day, that is some blackity black stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you ever kept a pit bull in a cage in your kitchen, come on now. If your mama ever made you put your door key on a shoestring around your neck.
My grandmama.
Yep. Boy, and you lose that key and she swear every criminal in the city is going to come in y'all house and kill everybody. They so dramatic about that. Have you ever built a go-kart using wheels off a big wheel or a shopping cart?
We did.
Come on now. Them was the days. If your mama ever took a shopping cart from the store to use to take that laundry to the wash house, and I did say the wash house, not the laundromat. I said the wash house. Ricky, how about this one? You know about this one. If you ever cleaned the tub by sprinkling Comet or Ajax in there and let it sit like seasoning.
Still
Come
do
on
it
now. Come on now.
Still in there.
Bro, you still do it?
Still do it, dog. That's that deep cleaning.
And you can only get that at the Dollar Tree now.
If you ever listen to the boombox on the porch with your tape recorder, so you can record the songs that you like and make your own mixtape.
Yes, sir.
Come on now. If you ever had an uncle or auntie that was the same age or younger than you. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let me see. If you ever have a screen door that didn't have a screen in it, but they ain't never take it down.
And I dare you to walk through that hole because she's going to make you step back out of it and come in the door the right way.
Exactly. If you ever took an airplane flight with plastic bags for luggage.
Oh.
If you ever paid your utility bill in person at the window and cussed the person out behind the glass because they wouldn't let you put arrangements on your arrangements.
Put arrangements on your arrangements.
Boy, if you ever had that fried bologna sandwich where you pull that little red, the little red plastic off around it and make you a little bracelet out of it. Yeah. Come on now. Come on now.
And floss with that meat between your teeth.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, Thursday, a beautiful day. And guess what? Spring has sprung. Today is the first day of spring, honey, so I got a fabulous color for you today. But here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Don't cry for me, Argentina, y'all. Jonathan Major stopped by the Sherry Shepherd show, honey, the other day, y'all, to promote his new film, Magazine Dream. And it seemed like it's going to be a good movie for what I saw in the trailer, honey. But it was a tearjerker, Ricky. I had my Kleenex. I cried and I cried and I cried. And Sherry cried, y'all. And here's how that kind of went down.
My son moves through the world in a different way. Yeah. So to see you portray this character, it touched my heart. Mm-hmm. So that's why I cried, because you so beautifully portrayed this man who just moves through the world. Thank you.
I mean, it was sad. And Jonathan cried, and nobody gave him a Kleenex, but he pulled one out of his pocket and gave to Sherry. It was so touching, y'all. I mean, they talked about the marriage because, he and Megan are married now. And some people saying that marriage was kind of a little calculated, maybe, because, the movie's going to be out Friday, if I'm not mistaken. And they're talking about, and they got married before the movie came out because they wanted to, kind of brush that aside from all the stuff that Jonathan went through with his ex-girlfriend, Miss Grace Jabari, honey. So hopefully and prayerfully that everything goes well. But a lot of people also was, being messy because Megan did show up to the show, but she did not come on stage. She stayed backstage, so her husband could have his moment. But, they're saying, given, what she had on, people were saying that, she looked real nice. They said she was wearing, the actress wore a casual daytime look. They said she was wearing some light wash blue jeans with a white T-shirt, which was knotted in the front, revealing her midriff. Now, they're saying with this classic combination of the wardrobe, she added more formal touches to the outfit with a long black overcoat and a beige fedora with a flat, wide brim accessory. But they're saying, given the simplicity of her jeans and shirt, they're saying Megan Good's shoes played a significant role in her ensemble. Now, they say she wore a pair of boots, a pair of, I should say, black leather thigh-high boots, they said, which featured a point toe and a slouchy close-fit shaft. Now, they're saying those boots, y'all, look like the same pair that she wore to the premiere of The Fire Inside back in December. So
ain't nobody said that but you, Gary.
Girl,
that girl, she could have 2 or 3 pairs of the same kind of boots.
I'm just telling you what they said. They said it was the same boots she wore back in December, honey.
Don't do that. Who is Dave?
Girl, honey,
Let
Dave.
that girl live. She looks super cute. She looks super cute.
Yeah, well, Ricky, y'all, I'm just telling y'all what they said, honey. And they said
I
she
wear
also
the same
has
clothes. You crazy? Put it in the cleaners and wear it again like everybody else.
The people are saying, honey, she might be on a budget, honey, because, we're not having that much money.
You better be on a budget.
But you can't be wearing the same pair of boots, honey. These girls are and watching and things, and the girls are watching. So
she don't even have to have the same pair. That could easily not be the same pair.
Well, I hope the movie does well, and Jonathan makes some money. They could help out her shoe line. But anyway, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all. Oh my God, LeBron James is being very disrespectful, allegedly. I don't know if I'm even watching another game that he playing, honey. Now it's being reported out
that you don't watch basketball or football.
Well, I ain't gonna watch him not show enough now. But anyway, child, they're saying, honey, he blew a kiss, y'all, to a woman in front of his son, Bronny. That is so disrespectful when a man do something like that in front of his child and he's still married to the mom. Here's what was said about that.
During the Lakers timeout, cameras caught LeBron James doing something rare, blowing a kiss to someone in the crowd. Fans immediately started speculating who the lucky recipient was, as even Bronny seemed to notice the unexpected moment. LeBron is known for keeping his focus on the game, but this playful gesture didn't go unnoticed.
I feel so bad for Savannah.
Did you find out who the person was?
What?
Did you find out who the person was?
They showed the picture. She looked like a Chinese woman, honey, and that's what y'all do when you get an extra coin, honey. You go ahead and give it out to somebody else. But honey, they've been married since 2013. They got 3 children, Bronny, Bryce, and Zahara, and that was not a good look, allegedly, for LeBron to do something like that in front of his child. Now they're saying LeBron is worth over $1 billion, and Savannah is only worth $100 million, honey. That is sad, honey. I just don't believe he would do something like that. I had more respect for him, but I see now why. What's his name? Count Dracula. What's that guy named? The news reporter.
Stephen A.
Stephen A.
Count Dracula.
Why he just disrespect.
So LeBron and Savannah on the rocks now?
Well, I don't know if they're on the rocks, but he was being very disrespectful, honey. Because he got $1.2 billion and she only got $100 million.
I doubt if LeBron did something to disrespect Savannah.
If you blowing kisses, honey, at women and your child is sitting there struggling to play basketball, and so that's a disrespect.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
First, you got to find out who the person is. Maybe it's a close friend of the family or something.
Well, she should need to damn be close to him. If she close friend, honey, she should be next to you. You don't blow kisses from across the damn room.
To the fans.
Yeah.
You don't blow kisses to no fans.
Yes,
you think Bronny gonna need counsel?
Not no woman.
Why not? If they're a fan.
Why?
They don't know these people. He could blow a kiss to the fan and be nice.
No, ma'am. You don't blow no kisses to no woman fan, honey. You got your wife and them children. No, ma'am. I'm sorry.
God.
That's disrespectful.
If he thought he was going to offend his wife, he wouldn't have done it.
No, if he thought he was going to get caught and the cameras wouldn't have caught him, he would have done it.
Come on, you know the cameras.
He on camera all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it's caught and it's out there. So, honey, Savannah, if you're listening, girl, I feel so bad for her.
You're so dramatic.
She probably feels so bad for you, too, for coming up with this and thinking that something is wrong.
Well, I'm trying to help her, honey. Girl,
Trust me, she don't need your help, Gary.
Okay, Brad. Okay,
we just said take that $100 million and run.
No, honey. Add up to it, girl. Keep on, honey, pocketing, honey. Girl, I need a new person pocket.
Just for blowing a kiss.
For blowing the damn kiss, because the kiss leads to other things.
He's King James. He can do that. He's King James.
Oh, Rick, I almost cursed you out. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors, honey. Just in time for spring. The color today, y'all, is Misted Marigold. On the high end, you say Misted Marigold, and on the low, just say go. If a woman was to do something like that to a damn man, honey, she wouldn't be able to go home. No, ma'am. No.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Got the wake-up calls. Y'all get at me right now, 866-9-RICKEY. Wake-up calls. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes. Go and be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, this is Jay calling from McDonough. I want to wake up to shout out to Alabama State basketball team. Go Hornet! Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Hi, good morning. My name is Rita calling from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I want to wake up my sons, Kareem and Jameer. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
My name is Maxine Morgan. I would like to wake up my three daughters, Jessica, Jada, and Tiffany. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
My name is Arlene Graves, and I'm calling from Arcola Lake. Get up or get on up. Ow! Get up or get on up. Ow! Get up!
Wake up. If you listening on your radio, there's a whole gang of cities tuned in. Lock in. What's yours? Because we gon' let them know. Come on, Charleston. Wake up. Baton Rouge. Wake up. Tallahassee said, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery. Wake up. Columbus. Wake up. In Albany. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, appreciate it, Brent. All right, y'all, listen, coming up next, y'all, we got the one and only comedian extraordinaire Rita Brent with Fix It Jesus. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix it Jesus. Oh, fix it Jesus.
Comedian Rita Brent.
All right, y'all, it is about that time for Fix It Jesus with the one and only comedian extraordinaire Rita Brent, graduate of Jackson State University, member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Rita Brent, what up?
Good morning. Good morning. God is good all the time.
All the time.
God is good. All right. So, Rickey, I've been on edge a little bit. Let me be honest. I've been on edge ever since they've been doing the DEI stuff. I started researching churches that I can go to out of the country, just in case they try to get rid of the black church here in America, okay? So I was on TikTok, and I came across this church in Jamaica, and this is one of their soloists named Gary, and I want you to take a listen at this.
All right, praise the Lord. We have Gary, Mother Green's son, and he said he would like to sing a song, and it's about love.
All right, good, saying. Mia, not a dread, me no. Ballad Joe, and not a dread, me no. Ballad Mia. All right, you want some Christian song? You want some? All right. Jesus love me, this I know. For me toe, for me toe, for me foot, for me toe. Jesus love me, this I know. For me foot, band and me toe. Me say Jesus love. Read him. JJ, go on with it. Jesus love me, say Jesus know. Me say from me head, me say from me toe. Me say Jesus love me, say Jesus love.
What in the world was that?
Exactly.
That was
exactly. He said his name was Gary, was somebody's son. They worked with him in the kitchen first on this solo, and it didn't turn out very well. Gary was struggling, and I'm just getting prepared just in case, black folks get banned from America. And so I'm sending in my audition tape to this church, and I want to share it with y'all. Y'all let me know if you think it's good enough for me to lead at this church.
Yeah, man. We're going to do this song in A selection. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Oxtails. Jesus loves me. This I know. For the Bible tells me so.
Yeah.
Jesus loves me. This I know. From me head down to me toe. Oh, oh, oh. Everything's going to be alright. Even if they try to erase DEI, everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, man. They put the list in the front, yeah. Humping the camel, food on the table, planting he's able. Everything's gonna be alright. Check the airlines, the cheapest is Spirit. Pray to the Lord, I don't become a spirit. Everything's gonna be alright. Hey. Can't pay me bills, well the devil is a liar. Have to pay, it's gonna take me higher. Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, man. If you got a YN who's Jamaica, you crazy. Run for the hills and don't have his baby. Everything's gonna be alright. Jesus loves me. Yeah, man. This I know. From me head down to me toe. I still so high.
Rita, I actually like this. Rita, that's hidden. That's really hidden. Like, I can see you doing a show in Jamaica and you perform that. They would love that.
You think so?
It. Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay. That's something
what I'm saying.
that we can actually play, like for real. Like, you know, I know we doing comedy, but that actually sound good. That actually sound like I can see them playing that on the mix on our Hot 105 in South Florida when Maestro do the little morning show that I always listen to. Listen, that would be great. I love that. Come on, how long did it take you to write that?
Let's see, an hour.
Oh God!
Yep.
Man, you be.
I'm just getting ready, Ricky.
Come on, now, Rita. If anybody want to get this song, let everybody know how they get. And I'm sure you're gonna come out with a video. I can't wait to see the video.
Oh yeah. And I don't know. Can you do marijuana in the church over there in Jamaica? I'm just curious.
Probably so. You know, they said Jesus and them, they smoke in the peace pipe. The Indians, I don't know which one of them disciples was smoking. I don't know.
Well, they do say Jesus is the Most High, so there's that.
You don't know what high we talking about.
I don't think that.
All right, Rita, let everybody know how you can be reached.
At Rita Brent Comedy on all social media. RITABRENT Comedy on all social media. Y'all holler at me.
There it is, y'all. The one and only Rita Brent. Black Tony, what you want, man?
Hey, what's good, Shelly?
What's good? You not at work?
Hold on. I'm doing something right now. I'm trying to
Why
make.
You planning?
I'm making me a mixtape. So I'm finna push up. I'm finna make a big move, boy. I'm finna push up on somebody. I'm making me a mix video. So I got pictures of me. I got a picture of me laying on the bed without no shirt on, with my hands on my chin, started looking at the camera real sexy.
That's how you do it, dog.
Yeah. Then I got another picture laying on my side with my hand up under my head, laying on my elbow. With my
kind
legs
of like them Lionel Richie albums.
Yeah, I'm greased up. I got my whole body greased up. Nothing on but draw, boy. And look, and then I'm finna take one getting out the bathtub with some polo shorts on, so I could be wet and shiny.
You gonna put the soap suds running down your chest. I understand some of them pictures out back in the day.
Them bubble baths. I'm finna send them to you so you can look at them. Hey, but look, Shotty. I'm finna push up on what's her name, white boy. Gary. I was listening to Gary. He said LeBron and his wife broke up. I'm finna push up on her, shout it bad, boy.
Nah, they ain't broke up.
LeBron white boy. I'm finna push up on her, shout it, and she got kids already. I ain't gonna have no kids in there.
Nah,
but I'm finna push up on LeBron white boy. She gonna move to Atlanta, and then we gonna be on Real Housewives.
But LeBron go to work every day. She ain't gonna be used to nobody that call in sick every day.
Look,
she don't want that.
God want me to have this, boy. When she see the video, when I'm finna send her, I'm finna slide
up. What about Tiana Taylor?
Yeah, she already got somebody. I don't want her. I want LeBron white, boy.
Yeah, her and him.
She already go with somebody.
They got a divorce.
Nah, but she go with that light skinned dude with the green eyes. She already go with that dude. But LeBron wife finna be out there on them streets, boy. You know when them women break up, they be trying to get with somebody.
She worth about $100 million.
Yeah, and LeBron, but coming from LeBron to Black Tony, but what is you talking about? She finna go from LeBron to somebody real, a radio star, shawty.
How you?
She finna,
How you a radio star and you ain't never been to work your radio job?
That's not the point. You always asking technical questions, shawty. I believe you the police, boy. I swear to God, I believe you the police. Ugly. Always asking some damn crazy ass light skinned questions. Boy,
Are you coming to work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I'm finna make my mistake though and put it in her, slide up in her DMs, and then when she hit me back, so if she
Boy,
tell me come on out there.
and you got Anita Baker playing in the background to get you in the mood.
Cause that the music was gonna be on the video, so I already know how to get. Boy, I know how to pull. Boy, let me tell you something. They call me the tow truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cause why?
Cause I stay pulling home, boy.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea in the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's spring. Spring has sprung. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Tiana Taylor, baby. I love Miss Tiana Taylor, and I liked her husband Iman too, y'all. But there is being a little bit of thing going on now. They're saying that Tiana Taylor, honey, is slamming, honey, the false narrative about alleged Iman Shumpert's divorce settlement. Here's what Miss Tiana had to say.
We wound up going to court. I watched you say some really, really hurtful and nasty things about me, dead smacked in front of my face, and I still gave you grace. Y'all forgot after the divorce, he went and did skits. He's been throwing shots at me the whole time through his music. Like at the end of the day, y'all didn't see me do none of that. I've done nothing but work my ass off and mind my business. Show me the proof where I ever said anything foul about Iman publicly, anything foul about Iman to y'all. I've done nothing but protect this man. I can't control what's in our divorce documents. This shit only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street.
My Lord. And in the quote,
I don't blame her. She was right.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, she said, quote, Iman and I are separated and have been for a while. She said, but to be 1,000% clear, she said, infidelity is not even one of the reasons for their departure. She said, we are still the best of friends, great business partners, and are one hell of a team when it comes to co-parenting our two beautiful children.
And she real sweet. And why anybody want to drag her and make threats to her like she took something from him without knowing all of the details? That really made me sad.
That's right, and everything she bought with her own money that she's worked hard for.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah, they try to mix her in with like gold diggers or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that.
She came to the table with something.
That's
she had
right.
her own stuff going on.
That's right. She been in the game since she was 15 years old. You damn right. That's right.
And Brad, you just saw her recently, huh?
Yeah, like that is my little sister. Like she is a real one, a very sweetheart, and she didn't talk about him at all. She didn't drag him. She could have said horrible things, especially when whoever started talking about him, saying things about him and his kids and how he treat them. You never heard it from her. She tried to keep everything private and on the low just to protect him and her family. She's not like that at all. So I'm glad she spoke out and said what she had to say, period.
Period, not comma. All right, moving on, child. In other celebrity news, y'all, and speaking of Tiana, Tiana, and what really brought me to liking Tiana when she did that video, baby, for Kanye West. Oh, my God, when she was in that silhouette, honey. I don't remember which song it was, though. But she
was dancing and
yes,
stuff.
baby.
Yeah,
oh, my God, baby.
She's a hell of a performer now.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Very underrated.
So, and that brings me to my next story, y'all. Mr. Kanye West, y'all. Baby, Miss Tina Knowles is speaking. I don't know if y'all heard, Ricky, I know you heard the sad story, what Kanye did, huh?
Well, what happened?
Miss Tina is speaking out, y'all. Now, Miss Tina, that's Beyonce's mom. She has returned y'all to social media following that attack that Kanye did on her grandchildren, y'all. She said in a vile and unprovocative rant. Now, they're saying, earlier this week, honey, the disgraced rapper, honey, questioned the mental capacity of Jay-Z and Beyonce's twins, y'all. He said, Rumi and Sir, honey, he talked about him, he deleted
Why would he do that?
Baby.
And he used that word that we don't use anymore.
Ricky.
You don't do that.
Very inappropriate, very bad slur.
You don't do that.
So who you mad at, Jay-Z?
He said he was mad because Jay-Z didn't attend his wedding.
So you don't talk about nobody's kids, though.
Yeah, and he talked about, he still said that, since Jay-Z didn't come to his wedding and stuff like that, honey, he just called the children some bad names and stuff like that. So I just saw pictures the other day that they released some more pictures of Rumi and Sir and the Blue Ivy, some nice loving pictures where they look, loving and stuff like that. But Kanye, he said that, and I'm like, how could he say that? How could he say that and then come back and apologize? I'm like, I mean, that seemed like that's like a lawsuit or something, honey, calling them children names out of their names and stuff and saying bad things about them. But nevertheless, y'all, he said it, and it's just a sad thing. Hopefully that Jay-Z, forgives him or whatever, and Beyonce forgives him, and Lil Blue Ivy forgive him for saying that about her brothers and sisters. But nevertheless, Kanye needs help, so we're going to keep him lifted and all parties lifted up in our prayer, and hopefully and prayerfully that they resolve this. And if he get married again, Jay-Z attends his wedding. He also said he was married with Jay-Z allegedly because Jay-Z put Kendrick Lamar, had him to do the Super Bowl.
So he wasn't about to have his crazy self up there during the Super Bowl.
So let's keep on praying. And while we praying, y'all, let's continue to pray for Michael Jordan's son, Marcus, y'all. He was arrested in Florida. He had some ketamine possession and a DUI charge. Now they're saying Marcus is hoping, y'all, that the judge will sentence him, y'all, to rehab instead. Now they're saying Marcus is now, he admitted this. He's admitted, y'all, that he has a substance abuse problems weeks after he was arrested, y'all, for possession of the ketamine. Now, they're saying in the new court filing obtained by the TMZ, they say Jordan and his attorney revealed that the 34-year-old has been dealing with challenges, y'all, related to his alcohol substance use, and now he wants the judge, y'all, to order him to complete a pretrial substance abuse education and treatment intervention program in effort, y'all, to help him with these issues. Now, Georgia's attorney also argued, y'all, that the program would not only benefit him personally, but also serve the community by reducing the likelihood of future offenses. They added in that document. So hopefully and prayerfully, y'all, that Michael and Juanita's son get help. Now, we haven't heard anything from his mama, Juanita, honey, since the divorce from Michael Jordan, honey. I haven't heard anything from her, but it's a sad thing. And all those women that Marcus was allegedly with, Scottie Pippen's ex-wife, she should come up and speak and say something too on his behalf, where,
No, I just never knew Michael Jordan was married to Juanita Bynum.
No damn Bynum, Juanita Jordan.
Bye.
There's more than one Juanita.
There's more than Juanita. Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus Lord.
Oh my God.
But anyway, while I was serious about that, let's just pray now. Let's keep solicit the prayer warriors that Marcus get what he needs, and Miss Juanita Jordan, honey, be by her son's side, and Michael as well by his son's side during his time of challenges.
Yeah, I'm glad you cleaned that up, because I always thought, I was like, wow, how did they get together? But go ahead.
The color today, honey, a nice, beautiful spring color is the fabulous color that I'm liking. So our color today, y'all, is Misted Marigold. On the high end, you say Misted Marigold, and on the low end, you say beautiful gold, because heaven, the streets are paved with gold.
All right, then. We appreciate that. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 23 minutes after the hour. Joining us this morning is reality star, actress, activist, and entrepreneur in Thickening Cold Grits. Thickening Cold Grits. A tutu. That booty. That booty. That be no booty. Tutu.
Yes, for the intro song.
Porsha.
Wow.
Y'all give it up for Porsha Williams.
P. Willie in the building.
Come on now. Hey,
I never called you that other last name. It always been P. Willie.
You never did.
Yeah.
You was like, I'm not subscribing.
P. Willie.
She was on the countdown clock. And now you ain't got to use it. How about that? Look at God.
Welcome
we can just
home.
move right on along.
Okay.
Welcome home so you can confront Gary. You know, Gary been real messy.
Oh,
she just said it.
Listen, Ricky, listen to this. So while we was taking, ooh, that's too much breasts in the camera.
Oh, Lord.
We was just taking a picture. And so
There's no
he was
such
like,
thing.
He said, send it to me. I said, well, I got to unblock you first.
Wait a minute, Porsha.
After I unblock
Porsha,
you, I send it to you.
Yep.
Porsha, you had Gary blocked.
Yeah.
Baby,
Well,
Gary
on social media, on the
Gary
phone.
is a cancer, and he is shady.
Yes.
We both are.
I'm glad you know.
Fred Fo or Boo. I don't know which one he is.
We both. Porsha, you the 23rd, and I'm the 29th.
But she don't shade you like you shade her.
22nd.
He shade me without even saying that.
And then Porsha, he tell me keep the prayer. Says she's a wonderful person. Keep the saints lifted up in prayer. Yeah, after he done drag.
But he love me though.
Yes, I do. You know that.
Yes.
You know that.
So
honey.
I will be DMing you the picture. I don't know if you're gonna get unblocked.
Okay.
I'm joking.
He will do it again.
You already know it. You already know.
Hey, and we excited. First of all, got to ask you the new season of Housewives. How is that going? And Porsha, we got so many questions to ask you. I don't even know where to start. First of all, how the new season? How the new season of Housewives of Atlanta is going for you? What is that season? What make this season different from any other season?
Well, the season is going good. Well, like really, it came back with a bang. Had a long break.
Yeah.
Brought back some power players. Me, Fredrick Park, Cynthia Bailey is back. Shamia is back as a housewife for the first time. Look closer to the mic. So no, and the new cast members that join are bomb. Like, it's a good season. I would have to say this season, beyond any other season, has a totally different vibe. Atlanta has never been revamped like this. Like,
really?
Maybe one or two housewives come in and out, Sheree in and out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as like a whole cast shakeup like this, never happened, and it worked.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So Porsha, who is your arch enemy? Not enemy, but who's your rivalry on here?
I
On
asked
Housewives.
that before. I mean, everybody gotta come for me. That's just what it is, and it's pretty much what I expected. They take their turns, taking their little bites here and there. You know what I'm saying? But what I do like about this season is that it's not super dark. So even though there may be some beef, some drama, it can last maybe a couple episodes, but we do communicate and come back together. So it ends up being more like a sisterhood than like just bashing and like bullying.
Porsha, I was doing this morning show, minding my own business, then Gary gonna come call me talking about you call Ice on Simon.
See? Gary drama stuff. Gary will do something like that just to have the T2 report.
Yes.
Are we sure he didn't do it?
You already know.
But that was so cute though, Porsha. They was like, baby, Miss Porsha done called Ice on Simon.
Hey, Porsha,
I said, why am I in it?
Did I say
trying to
like
get
your
out
grandma
of it. Why am I in it?
Did I say like your grandma Porsha gonna come calling me talking about it?
Did you hear?
Yes,
I find out like y'all find out.
Okay.
yeah, that's what they say, honey.
There you go.
So, Porsha, now you started in Single Black Female 300. Now that's alongside
Yes,
Miss
let's get
Amber
into
Riley.
it.
Her name is Raven Good and K. Michelle. So, what was that experience like for you?
Bomb is I don't know what. I've been acting for a while. I've done stage plays with Vivica Fox. I do a lot of voiceover for a lot of cartoons. But this one is a totally different role for me because, I get typecast sometimes as a housewife, play housewives. But in this particular movie, they have the first, second, and this is the third installment of Single Black Female 3. And Raven is amazing.
Really?
Yes, all of the actresses, K. Michelle, they were so welcoming. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what's up.
Yeah, and the director was bomb. And like, I look completely different in the movie. Like,
Oh, really?
I feel like I do. Yeah, my whole aura is very dark. I'm a detective.
Right.
My
You
brother
can't be all glammed in
No
it. Yeah.
glam, baby. No
Wait a minute,
glam.
you a detective?
I
Yes,
know.
I am a detective. I have short hair.
It ain't a
again.
detective nowhere on the planet.
But you-
never
but
mind.
Well, not
You
today.
rock
This is
that short
Porsha
hair,
from
though.
Housewives today.
Okay.
But no, it got me really in my acting bag. I've been taking acting classes, and I think this is going to give a totally different look.
That's what's up.
If you've watched the first two installments of Single Black Female, this one is major. Like the twists and turns, and Simone is still trying to kill everybody, and she's up to stuff, and it gets
But
wild.
I don't like the idea they gave you that position as a detective.
Why?
Because that seemed dirty.
No, it is dirty, and I'm not only am I a detective, I'm an alcoholic.
Yep.
Oh.
You really had to get into that role.
Really, like, I'm stalking, I'm carrying on. Like, I can't even tell y'all all what I do in this movie, but they really Lifetime hooked me up.
So Porsha, you like this the Housewives of Atlanta, or you like the acting on this television show better?
I mean, judging by what the editing or, what the season may look like, I mean, you just never know. Housewives is good because it's a good platform to make money.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, acting comes natural to me and I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's not about my personal life. So, yeah.
And you good at memorizing your lines?
Acting. Huh?
You good at memorizing your lines? Cause I'd be struggling.
What's so crazy? I have like a photographic memory when it comes to lines.
That's
Like, I
good.
can literally read it
I
that
think Brad
night.
does too.
Not like that.
I can read it that night, and the next day I have it.
I smoked a lot of weed, Gary.
Really?
Do the weed help
no.
Brad?
No, it don't. It make you forget stuff. So that's why I'm like, my memory ain't photographic like that no more.
You done smoked it out, honey.
Yeah.
It used to be. You done forgot you had a photographic memory. You are so high.
So Ricky, could Porsha had played on the Rickey Smiley Show and remembered her line?
Shut up.
Oh, you did?
I made her walk through. I don't even know what I did. I was so nervous.
She showed. Was that your first time on the sitcom?
It really was. It was, and I was so nervous. I was like, why does this man pick me to do this?
But why you making fun of us? I had Porsha, I had Angie Stone, and we had some greats to walk through on that.
Sure did.
I was picking some of everybody to walk through.
Yeah, but she said walk through,
like,
baby.
Who poppin'? Come get on my show.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Wow.
Hey, no, we are so excited about everything that you're doing. And anybody have any questions for Porsha Williams, you can hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Oh, all right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, y'all, Porsha Williams is still in the studio with us. Her new movie, Single Black Female 3, premieres this Saturday on Lifetime. Make sure y'all check it out. Porsha, I mean, like, damn, that's freaking awesome. Whoever would have thought when you was coming up to the station doing Dish Nation, that you would get to be doing all of this now?
Well, I feel like you knew that this was going to be in the cards for me because you gave me the opportunity right after a divorce. I remember I came in for an interview, and you were like, hey, would you like to come up here if somebody's off and guest host? And I said, yeah. And you actually let me come in on a radio show a couple times, and then Dish Nation, y'all let me learn on the job.
Yep.
You know what that
OJT,
means?
baby.
Yeah, for a person going through a divorce and lost everything, and then you get this opportunity, and you took me under your wing. Y'all taught me comedy. Y'all taught me comedic timing, like how to be on the radio, how to do TV. So I always thank Dish Nation. I thank this whole team. I always especially thank you, Ricky, because people like you who lift women up in their hard times.
That's right.
It's much
I'm
needed.
one of them. He did the
He
same
lifted a bunch
with me.
of y'all.
Gave me this opportunity.
Same thing
I
with
say
me.
it all the time.
Same thing
Brad,
with me.
Brad, be
Thank
quiet.
you.
Be quiet. I told you not to come up here.
I gotta be quiet. You lying. You know you gave me this opportunity, and then at the same time, you happened to be doing Rickey Smiley for real, and I got to do a reality show. And I had just came home from prison, and I was like, man, where to work at? Because the female rappers wasn't hitting on nothing at the time. They acted like it was only one. So the opportunity of doing radio gave me the opportunity to do this, the opportunity
and gave you a whole nother look. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause both of us, you're a rapper. I came from the reality world. This gave me a whole new respect as talent overall for TV, being able to be a TV host, all of that. So, shouts out back to you, Ricky, like for real. Come on now.
It was easy, Porsha, because you and Brad, you just had a good damn attitude.
Well, I thought he was about to say because we had big booties.
They told me not to say it. They told me not to say it.
I know you. Okay.
No, y'all came in hungry, a good attitude, came to work on time, came to work just only looking to be better, and then just like took the correction. Like, I can't tell you how many times I'll pull you to the side and say, hey, let's do this like this. Let's do it. You're like, okay, let's do it. Okay, like, Porsha, you be so damn excited. I'd be like,
I'm ready.
Damn, we had to get I had to, it's hard. Like, I had to push Brat out there, but I had to pull Porsha in. Or whatever. It's just like too different. Like you had to make Brat talk and say something, but you had to say, Porsha, okay, bring it down just a notch.
That's the superpower of being ADHD, okay?
Porsha, boy, that damn ADHD. Me and you both.
Real.
Oh, God.
Man.
And you know what's so interesting, and I'm going to say this on the radio, this wasn't even rehearsed, and y'all said those wonderful words.
No,
I appreciate
that was really
he uplifts women.
He does.
Uplifts women.
Really and he don't never have to tell nobody nothing.
Right.
He ain't told nobody, this girl was... I remember the one thing he said to me. He said, after my interview with y'all, he said to me, that's a damn shame for a man to kick a woman out like that. He said, I would never do nobody like that. He didn't say right then what he was going to do.
Right.
But when the opportunity came, he put me at the table.
Yeah.
And he gave me that seat. And then I was supposed to run with it.
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Same thing with Housewives. And this opportunity, every other one, I got there. And then I took it off from there.
That's the cancer.
That's the cancer. We unbreakable, baby.
That's right.
Yes.
Since we thanking each other, Porsha, I remember driving to my son's funeral, and you got on the phone with me and talked me all the way to that church.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget it. I started playing gospel music, and you got me hyped and had me, the sun was shining, you had me feeling like it was going to be okay. And between you and Mama Braxton, y'all was just that. I would never, if I don't remember nothing else, I get emotional. Well, because like you really
God
took time.
is still good, though.
It's like, hey, come on, we're gonna be all right. We're gonna get past this. God gonna see you through for every mountain. You brought me over for every trial. You like
that's right.
Like you was just ministering. I can't even say Gary say ministering.
Well, you know Gary can't say it.
Wait a minute.
Special K. He's special, but I'm sure he can pronounce it better than Gary.
Oh yeah, ministering.
There you go.
There you go.
How are you able to balance your personal life with everything that you got going on? Being on TV and and the baby, planning birthday parties, all of that.
Well, I'm not. That's why I'm a reality star. No, I'm joking. It was a shock to the system because I've been gone for 3 years from reality TV per se. I've been working the whole time, but I've been gone from reality TV. So it's definitely an adjustment. I would say balancing it, you just do it. Like me right now, I've been in survival mode because I've been going through a divorce. So if anybody's been through a heart breakup or divorce, you're in survival mode. So you're literally getting up each day, figuring out what you can do on the checklist. And that's what I've been doing. And, I have a good support system, like my mom, my sister, friends, like I said, who lift me up. I can keep it together. And a good and a good party planner. A good party planner.
Okay.
Has stepped in and is helping PJ out.
Let me take you to the Applebee's or the Cheesecake Factory later on today because you looking good.
What about Piccadilly's?
Okay.
Come on.
Is it liver?
Liver and onions. Liver Thursday. Liver and onions, baby.
Liver and onions.
Yes,
Where's
ma'am.
the Piccadilly at besides out in Jonesboro? Sam?
In Jonesboro.
They don't got them no more.
You can drive to Jonesboro.
No, we're going to drive to Jonesboro. We're going down the line with our little tray. Okay, and we're going to get our little macaroni and cheese and broccoli with a little piece of cheese on it.
Come on now.
Wait a minute. It is Thursday. That is Liver and Onions Day.
It's liver and onions day.
All we did was eat up here.
Right.
Okay.
All right. I look like this. I'm very simple with it. I'm very easy going.
Hey, Porsha, let everybody know
I'm
how
a
they
cheap
can...
date, but expensive in life.
Cheap date, expensive
in life.
Yes.
Hey,
Suck
Brad,
you right on in.
Brad, we going to Piccadilly today. I ain't lying.
Let's go.
Porsha, let everybody know how they can follow you and keep up with everything you are doing. And shout out to your skin, hair, and body products,
Thank you.
whatever. Now, let us know how we can find all of that.
Well, first of all, I want to appreciate everybody who is listening, everybody who follow me. Please support Single Black Female 3. Lots of amazing black actresses are in it, directed by a black woman, Keena. Watch it. It's coming out this Saturday, March 22nd, on my daughter's birthday. Shout out, PJ! Happy birthday! And you can follow me at Porsha for Real and pick up my hair, go naked hair, you know what I'm saying? Pampered by Porsha Sheets. Just support.
Oh, them sheets is everything,
Them sheets
by the
is
way.
bomb. I gotta get y'all some more.
Girl, they so
I'm
soft.
gonna see y'all when I leave.
Yeah.
I thought T.D. Jackson said no more sheets.
No, we getting in between the sheets over here.
All right, come on.
He said he gonna swallow you up.
Oh, my God. Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Porsha Williams. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is 11 minutes after the hour, y'all. It's about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning and happy to have you.
Man, what's up, Ricky? What's up, everybody? I'm always glad to be with you. Listen, man, you know what? this week, Kanye, in his Kanye way, made some reckless, offensive comments about the children of Jay-Z and Beyonce, not only using outdated and harmful language, but just being ignorant himself. And I don't want to spend time unpacking his behavior, because honestly, that's a rabbit hole I don't really want to go down. But what this moment reminds me of, Rick, is how much as a community we still struggle with both knowledge and understanding about neurodiversity and neurodivergence. Like I saw people defending Ye's actions as a reflection of autism. Because in February, you may have heard, he said, my wife took me to get a diagnosis because something about your personality, she said, doesn't feel like it's bipolar. And I've seen bipolar before. And he said that he came to find out it's really a case of autism that I have. Now, that really doesn't mean anything, because there's spectrum and specificity when it comes to autism. And listen, autism doesn't make you be mean. And it doesn't make you be disrespectful. And then as it relates to those babies, that's up to Jay-Z and Beyonce on who those babies are, what they are. Are they neurodivergent? Are they not? Are they just being private with their babies because that's what they want to do? And the conversation just really twisted into a way that I thought needed some attention. So for those of you that don't know what neurodiversity is, it's the natural way that human brains work differently. Some people think, learn, process information in ways that don't fit the so-called norm. So we all have different ways of thinking and processing. That's neurodiversity. Different ways our brains work. Neurodivergence is a term that is a non-medical term that refers to people whose brains develop, process differently, again, than what we call the norm. Autism, ADHD, dyslexia, Tourette's, OCD, and other conditions. Now, let's be real. Our community doesn't always have the best relationship with these conversations. And too often we label kids, whether it's bad when they actually have attention deficit or struggle in school because of dyslexia. We dismiss certain behaviors instead of recognizing sensory processing disorders or autism spectrum disorders. And part of the problem is the language we even use. We still use crazy, slow, worse, without understanding the real challenges that people face. Neurodivergency. People aren't choosing this. And many need accommodation, support, sometimes medication, but more than anything, understanding that this is part of the human existence. I have a son who is dyslexic, and I never forget, Rick, being able to have the resources to help him get a psychoeducational analysis that let us even know he had dyslexia, which made so much sense to us. There were things he was struggling with that we weren't aware of, and that diagnosis. Well, how many black folks either don't have the resources, the information, the understanding, and in some cases, if you are in certain parts of our community, we still don't even believe in it. I have some Caribbean friends whose family don't believe that these are just white people things. You know, dyslexia is a white people thing. Autism is a white people thing. And there are families that literally push that this stuff is made up. And so we've got parents and families that are struggling because you're dealing with the pressures also of just being black in America or a woman in America, and then couple that with thinking differently in a way that most people don't understand. And so embracing neurodiversity doesn't mean ignoring the very real struggles that people have around specific conditions. So we can't just say neurodivergent and understand somebody if they have autism and where they are on the spectrum of that autism. Or we can't just say neurodivergent when somebody has dyslexia, but we don't know where they are on the spectrum of that dyslexia, because the spectrum helps you understand what they actually need, how they actually process, who they actually are. And so, y'all, let's start being intentional with our language. Instead of using general terms, let's name the condition, help people get connected to information and resources in places where we need to help people get resources to get tested so they're not self-diagnosing what they have. And then in many cases, holding ourselves accountable where even our understanding allows us to have empathy with whatever it is we're going through, but never use those as a crutch where we can weaponize behavior against somebody else and then blame it on a condition that has nothing to do with that actual behavior. Our kids, y'all, they need to be seen. They need to be supported. They need to be valued. Our parents need to be supported in the process of diagnosing their babies and helping them understand their children. And so we just got to get there, y'all. So I hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG to let me know if you have a specific story or if you need resources or connection to somebody to give you help because you're not in this by yourself, and there are amazing communities of people willing to be there for you. Rick, that's what I got, man.
No, that's good stuff, Jeff. And let everybody know how you can be reached.
Jeff's Nation on IG, y'all. Appreciate you. Love you. Have a fantastic Thursday. And I'll talk to y'all on Monday.
All right, we love you too, Jeff, man. Appreciate everything, y'all. We got your front page coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all front page right here. Let's get it, Alfreda's.
Yes, sir. It's Thursday, March 20th, the first day of spring. Here's what's happening in the news. Looks like the Pentagon is continuing to hit delete on a ton of important content. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth ordered a full wipe of anything labeled diversity across all Pentagon platforms. Now, we've talked about how they even scrubbed baseball hero Jackie Robinson, who literally served in the military during World War II. Now, history has receipts, and it looks like they're trying to bury them. But it's not just DEI, y'all. Tens of thousands of articles disappeared. They erased info on cancer awareness, the Holocaust, 9/11, sexual assault, and suicide prevention. Meanwhile, the Department of Education is out of here, too. Trump will reportedly sign an executive order at the White House ceremony today. Formally closing the Department of Education will require an act of Congress, though. After an hour-long call with Ukraine's President Zelensky, Trump hit Truth Social yesterday to brag about the convo. Apparently, the talk was all about lining up what Ukraine and Russia each want. Trump and Putin have already agreed to a limited ceasefire. Listen as Trump's press secretary explains.
The two leaders also agreed on a partial ceasefire against energy. Technical teams will meet in Saudi Arabia in the coming days to discuss broadening the ceasefire to the Black Sea, on the way to a full ceasefire.
Social Security is making you pull up in person now. The agency quietly updated its site, dropping the news that identity confirmation over the phone is no longer an option. And to make matters even worse, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, a.k.a. DOGE, is shutting down some 47 Social Security offices. For info on these stories and more, go to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Here's sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Holla at your boy Pippin. March Madness update, man. On the women's side, there was a couple play-in games yesterday. Iowa State beat Princeton. And shout out to Southern University, man. Another one of our fine HBCUs. Shout out to the Jags. They beat UC San Diego to advance to the field of 64 and will play the number one seed UCLA. On the men's side, the field of 64 tips off today. Got two HBCUs still in the game. Alabama State, they play the number one seed Auburn. And Norfolk State play the number one seed Florida. Tomorrow, it's about to go down. Stephen A. Smith, LeBron James, let the saga continue. Obviously, this beef is kind of real. Stephen A. goes in a little bit more deeper.
We don't get along. It ain't GOAT status this way. 35,000 points, eclipsing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with over 38,000, ultimately 40,000, now 50,000, another all-star appearance, another 50-point game, whatever. Ain't my GOAT. I know a GOAT when I see one. And he is a GOAT of this generation. But all time, it's Michael Jordan. That's who the hell it is.
Say, man.
Oh, wow.
That's his opinion, dog.
A lot of people agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be mad for somebody to express their opinion.
And then when you put on some Jordans and figure out how uncomfortable them damn shoes is, he did all that. And then Jordans like some rough.
All of them ain't uncomfortable.
All of them ain't like that.
There's a lot of J's that feel good on your feet.
People make fake ones now.
Support.
The ones you have may be a little fakeish.
Yeah, man.
Oh, don't do that.
Get you some 12s or some 13s.
Get you some 3s.
Oh, don't do that. Talking about I got some fake J's on. You know that's bad in the black community. Tell somebody they got some fake J's on, Brat.
That one. 3s. Depending on where you buy them from, you may not know it.
How thick is the check? The swoosh.
You may not know it.
on the retro.
Jordan on the back doing a free throw.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Oh, no, somebody had that there joke with the jump with Jordan jumping on there, and somebody had some fake was on. Somebody in the comment section that said it looked like Magic Johnson's son.
Oh, no.
I had no pot belly.
No.
Wait a minute. Instead of the Jordan jump, man.
Jordan got on heels.
EJ.
No, sir.
Shout out to EJ.
Not doing it.
Extra juicy.
Drop it like it's hot. It's the BR18.
Oh, yeah, dog.
After I had to log on Facebook.
Oh.
Brent, go on, man.
Say, man. Hey, Brent, you don't want none of them EJs?
I ain't fooling with y'all. Y'all ain't no good. You low down, dirty scoundrel.
We love EJ.
Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Billboard recently dropped a list of ranking the top 100 women artists of the 21st century. Their list is based on performance in the Billboard 200 albums chart and the Billboard Hot 100 songs chart. Several R&B faves made the list. Alicia Keys came in at number 10. Beyonce came in at number 3. By the way, after Beyonce announced that she was adding a Cowboy Carter tour date in Vegas earlier this week, the anticipation is so big that as of yesterday, she announced that she is adding another show in Las Vegas. Okay, back to this. And Rihanna took the number 2 spot on the list of Billboard's top 100 women artists of the 21st century. Number 9, Miley Cyrus. Number 8, Ariana Grande. 7, Pink. 6, Lady Gaga. 5, Katy Perry. 4, Adele. 3, Beyonce. 2, Rihanna. And 1, of course, is Taylor Swift.
Wow.
All right, y'all, moving on. Erykah Badu, our friend, has been in the studio working with the producer Alchemist for the upcoming album that she is going to release, and it's going to be her first official album in 15 years, y'all. So congratulations to Erykah Badu. Now, although she hasn't dropped the album in about 15 years, she says she tours 8 months out of the year for the past 25 years. So that is how she gets her coins in other amazing ways, because she is a great
I bet that album be slamming though.
I bet it be slamming. I bet it be slamming
and
too.
we're gonna get her to come on the morning show and do a song live for us. I cannot wait. That is
we love Erykah Badu.
Like my sister. We started out together, so I'm so excited for her. You know, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear the music.
I'm so proud of her. Me either, because her songs still bop from back in the day. You can still play them today and groove out.
Have you ever heard a Bandy Bandy with her and Zap Mama? It wasn't even on her album. It's a lady from Africa, Zap Mama. She got a song called Bandy Bandy that I play all the time. It's like my kid's favorite. And Erykah never sing it live in concert. Some of the stuff you haven't heard.
Some of the album fillers is super good. Well,
I tell you, everybody that's listening, pull up Bandy Bandy by Erykah Badu and Zap Mama, and I promise you will groove to that. But I promise you it's going to take you to another level.
Okay, well, she says she's a performance artist, not a recording artist. Boo. Man. Erykah also is set to be honored with the Icon Award from Billboard later this month. Congratulations on March 29th.
Let's go.
At the magazine's annual Women in Music celebration. Congratulations go out to Erykah Badu. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown with the White Stone. Yes.
Make sure it's Erykah Badu and Zap Mama. It's called Bandy Bandy.
Erykah Badu and Zap Mama.
Zap Mama. Now, Zap Mama is a singer that's from Africa, and it's a duet.
Okay.
And boy, when I tell you the thing go hard at the end, it's so laid back. Smoke you one to listen to that and watch how hard you chill. That's one of my favorite songs that Erykah Badu ever made. Erykah Badu and Zap Mama. The name of the song is called Bandy Bandy.
Okay. Bandy Bandy. Check it out by Erykah Badu and Zap Mama.
Sir.
Okay, Ricky,
we'll play a clip on the air tomorrow. When we do the hot spot tomorrow, we'll play a clip.
Let's
we'll
do
play
it.
a clip of it. It's Cold Blood. I ain't lying. I wouldn't lie to you about this. If you have any, it's a musician song.
Yeah, you
How about
never
that?
leave me wrong when it comes to the music, because you know
Come
we
on
got
now.
that in common. Yes,
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 sir.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Brent.
All right, y'all, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.